Hello, champions! Welcome back to another thrilling episode. Today we have an absolute monster of a card to review, none other than Erling Haaland's 106-rated Team of the Year card in FC Mobile. This is the highest-rated Haaland card available right now, and let me tell you, the hype around it is absolutely insane. This card was launched during the Team of the Year event and is still one of the most sought-after strikers in the game. But the question is he really worth the hype? Or is this just another overpriced card? Well, I have tested this card extensively. Hundreds of matches, various formations, different opponents. So I'll break down the pros and cons, his shooting, dribbling, speed, physicality, and of course, his real in-game performance. So stick around till the end because you don't want to miss my final verdict. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on top-tier player reviews. Now, let's dive into the review. Let's take a look at Haaland's base stats on 106 rated card. This guy is a pure goal-scoring machine. The 125 shot power alone should tell you that once he gets inside the box, it's game over for the opponent. With 115 pace, he's ridiculously fast for a tall, strong striker. Combine that with 120 physicality, and you've got a nightmare for defenders. But there's something interesting here. His dribbling is only 105. Does that mean he's stiff on the ball? We'll test that in the gameplay. For now, let's head to the attributes. If you've played with Haaland before, you know one thing. He's not your typical explosive winger. He doesn't have that instant acceleration like Mbappé, but once he starts running, it's like watching a freight train storming down the pitch. Haaland's acceleration is decent but not elite. It takes him a second or two to reach full speed. But when he hits full sprint speed, defenders struggle to catch up. In counterattacks, this card is lethal. If he gets a through ball in behind, it's difficult to stopping him. However, if you like using strikers that can dribble and burst past defenders in tight spaces, Haaland might feel a bit sluggish compared to shorter, agile players. So while his pace is superb for a tall striker, don't expect him to feel like Vinicius Jr. Now let's talk about shooting, which makes Haaland unstoppable. If you buy this Haaland card, it's for one reason: goals. His 120 shooting makes him one of the most clinical strikers in the game. But let's break it down further. If I talk about his finishing, it's deadly in the box. Inside the box, this guy does not miss. Whether it's a finesse shot, power shot, or even first-time volleys, Haaland buries them all. I tested his weak foot, and trust me, it doesn't feel weak at all. Even his right-footed shots are incredibly powerful and accurate. 125 shot power, absolute rockets. This is where Haaland dominates. His shot power is so insane that even top-tier goalkeepers struggle to stop his strikes. When you take a shot with Haaland, you'll notice how the ball rockets into the net. Even if the keeper gets a hand to it, there's a high chance it'll still go in. I was honestly surprised by how good his long shots and finesse shots are. He isn't just a tap-in merchant. He can score from outside the box with ease. But is he better than Mbappé or Lewandowski when it comes to finishing? I'd say he's definitely up there with the best. However, there's a small issue: his shot animation. Let's discuss it next. Okay, let's be real. Haaland is not a dribbler. His dribbling rating is 105, which is decent but not elite. Compared to players like Neymar or Messi, he feels a bit stiff when turning. His ball control is good, but he's not super smooth. When you try to make quick turns, he takes a bit longer than smaller players. If you rely on skill moves and tight dribbling, Haaland isn't the best choice. But if you use him as a pure striker, you'll love him. Now, let's move on to something defenders fear: his physical presence. Haaland's 115 physical makes him one of the strongest strikers in the game. With a 120 strength, it's difficult to push him off the ball. When he's running, defenders bounce off him like flies. Even top-tier CBs like Van Dijk struggle to stop him once he's in motion. However, his strength makes up for it. Even if he loses the ball for a second, he can body defenders and win it back. His 113 heading is aerial beast. If you love crossing, Haaland is a dream striker. His height, strength, and heading ability make him lethal in the air. He will score headers for fun in corners. So, after testing Haaland's 106 card in hundreds of matches, here's my final breakdown. Insane finishing shot power is the best in the game. Super strong, bullies defenders, great in the air, deadly headers. Pace is good once he gets going. If I talk about cons, he is not super smooth. Feels stiff in dribbling, acceleration isn't the fastest. Also, the main thing that I have noticed, that is, his stamina is poor. It will drain 50% even in the end of first half. You have to substitute him after 60 minutes gameplay, sometimes in the start of second half. Now, all pros and cons I have explained to you. It's up to you. If you want a striker who can score goals for fun, dominate physically, and be a nightmare for defenders, Haaland, 106, is the perfect choice for you. But if you prefer fast, smooth dribblers and a player with 5-star stamina, you might want to look elsewhere. What do you think about this card? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and subscribe for more FC Mobile content.